those guys who probably don't play Teamfight Tactics, so this is League's auto chess game. I'm pretty sure that if you came in here and you saw that Teamfight Tactics being played, that you may have an inclination as to what it is. But it uses a lot of League's own champions and everything. And so you place them down, all of them have different like synergies and traits together, and you let them automatically battle. Once you put them down, you just let them fight and see what happens. So that's kind of what I've been doing very generally for these past two matches that you watched me play, with the one that I got first in just now. This set is every so often they'll release a new set. This is what we're dealing with right now, and it is music themed. So pretty much with this specific set, my brain's farting. My brain is very much so farting. We're just enjoying ourselves, but what was I talking about? How did I forget that fast? I know that we're talking about TFT, but the goal is that I'm playing one of the ranked modes for Hyper Roll, and I guess my ultimate goal is that I am trying to reach 4,200 to get to the max rank. Now there are a lot of different rules in this specific version of Teamfight Tactics. Excuse me. And this can always go a variety of ways. So right now I actually have a pretty nice setup to go true damage again. I just need to make sure I'm paying attention to what I hit on my rolls. Other than that, we are here in a new game. I'm not gonna do disco again. This might be good, but I like this more. Okay, I think we have a good enough start. I don't have a true headliner, but this might be serviceable, especially since Kennen already has his true damage bonus. So I guess the important thing to note about Kennen's true damage bonus, just so that way you guys are just aware, Kennen's true damage bonus is that Kennen's a true damage champion, and the true damage champions get a bonus for having an item equipped onto them. So it always encourages spreading out your items so that way all the true damage champions can get their passives. And so, for example, I put the Crown Guard onto Kennen so that way it would activate his bonus, which would basically be double spells, basically. I know I kind of explained that like a little bit sloppy, but basically his spell right here, it'll discharge a second time at half effectiveness. So he can stun people for a total of almost like a second and some change in some cases. And he's going to be kind of like a filler tank for right now. He was designed to be a tank in mind. So honestly, as I say, so it's actually pretty nice to be able to kind of play around him in the early game, because I would say that CC is a very powerful trait to have, especially in the early game, because when a lot of the fights can be decided by a singular auto attack, I do think that it's important to have that extra second or so to get those attacks off. So I have another Yasuo here. I do have an edgelord angle that I could run with. It might have been something worth taking if I had more Yasuos purchased, so that way he could get more stats in the long run. But I do not currently. I think we're going to be playing just the classic true damage route. However, the lack of headliner is probably going to hurt me eventually, but probably not right this second. Yeah, I do think Kennen is a fantastic early tank for his crowd control. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I mean, I may not be like a pro that can give you super min-maxed options, but I can always give you advice or potential directions to take with the characters that you decide to play. So I'm in a little bit of a weird spot. The biggest thing that I need is that if I decide to play around Senna, I do need a Senna headliner. Otherwise, I probably need to get like an Echo one or an Akali one. Because to be frank, my items aren't really all that. Yep, and then I can get this, and now we have a fully built tank. I'd say that tanks matter a lot more in the earlier game compared to the later game. And then there's Echo. So I would say that Kennen has probably already done his part pretty much. The Giant's Belt can still go on him because he can still make mileage out of his bling bonus. But I don't think that Senna's gonna be our primary carry here. I guess as a side note, now that we've kind of gutted Kennen a little bit, he probably won't be able to tank as much as he was for us in the early game, obviously. So now we just need to focus on getting items for either Senna or maybe just prepare for Akali later. We do have a couple of options here and there. But what this opens us up now to is that I can actually start putting sentinels on the field and really start getting a true front line going. All right, so let's see. We got exactly what I wanted this entire time, which was a headliner Senna. So now we need to get 2 more Sennas somehow. And if we can manage that, then we'll have a Senna 3, and then we just need to get primarily like mage-esque items on her. And I see. I am contesting Senna to a degree because that's a rapid fire Senna off to the side. This might actually be the first round that I lose. Because even with all those people focusing Echo, I don't think I have enough backline damage to really make it count. Not yet, at least. But we'll see. So the good news is that I truly just need 1 more Senna. So we're gonna sell you. Gonna sell you. Gonna buy the Echo there. Because once you get 1 more Senna, we can have Senna 3. I'm also going to make this Spear Shojin because even with the reduced mana costs, her ability casting rate's still a little slow. So I'm just going to go on ahead and try to alleviate that a little bit. I know kind of a part of the... Ooh, this guy went for 6 punk. Fun. Nice. Nice job, team. All right, so the next unit I'm going to probably put in is likely going to be Aphelios. We're kind of at the point now where we can actually have like a decent enough like line of champions. I'm going to grab that Kane though. Kane might be something worth playing around as well. Because even though he's an edgelord, I do have room to pivot if I absolutely need to. I don't have the items to support Caitlyn, so even though I have 2 right here, I could use... Basically, I have a whole bunch of different options with this duplicator. I could force the level 2 onto Echo, which would give him pretty good mileage, I would think. Let's see. Okay, this actually would set me up greatly. I think I already have a good amount of combat power with the 2 combat augments. I use the 2 on center here. And then I should have rolled first. I got an early Sona, so I'm gonna actually run attack speed Sona. That was just free. That wasn't how I was expecting this roll down to play whatsoever. But level 2 Sona is a level 2 Sona. I don't know if my front line's strong enough to stall because Sona does have a very, very high mana cost. And she doesn't auto attack. So that'll be a little scary for a little bit. But I mean, a Sona is a Sona. Okay, so now we have 6 true damage. I can actually probably go ahead and put this on Akali. That way she's always guaranteed the cast. So 6 true damage is probably where we're going to stay pretty for a little while. And then this is going to be the part where we're going to start relying on trying to figure out who's going to be like our carry, I guess. I mean, I'll keep picking up Sonas, like, game, don't test me. All right, so I could go for the Shiv. Akali could also make use of blue buff. Actually, let's give it a go. So now all I need is another Executioner, which Samira's right there. So am I ever going to get to... Oh, that's a sniper-focused Vex. That's disgusting. I wonder if going healer Sona is going to be better in my case. Since I don't have a lot. I can't believe so. So Sona will. Oh, okay, I see. Let's grab the Thieves' Gloves for Caitlyn. That at least give her some mileage. Wonder if there's more mileage in playing Samira here for Akali, but hard to say. It's sad, but I don't know if playing the level 2 Sona is actually going to be worth it here. Interesting. You put all that stuff on. I guess if he rolled the Jhin, might be just in his best interest to play it for the time being, but I need to get a Ginsu's for Sona. If I can get a Ginsu's for Sona, then I can start guaranteeing spell casts every fight, which would be huge, actually. And I think I want a Mordekaiser back for now. And then we're going to put Mordekaiser up front, kind of like this. So now we have 2 Sentinel, which will probably give us some team-wide tankiness, which might be worth playing around to some extent. We have kind of, I'll say, the nice thing about True Damage is that this team comp is actually incredibly flexible. I thought I grabbed Adaptive Helm. Okay. That might change how I approach things. All right. Okay, thank goodness. The Ezreal was not very strong. And I don't know, sometimes with these fights, I'm sitting here like all stressed. So the Sentinel emblem could have been really good there, but I feel like I'm also lacking like damage. So what I can do is that now I can actually go on ahead and play Kiana here. Kiana would help me print some items for the different champions that I have available right now. I need another Akali. I might not be running into Akali because there might be a KDA Akali around. I'll say this big shot. I'll say that big shot guy is actually pretty strong. Oh, he also has that's Jazz baby, and I'm imagining that he has had Jazz for probably a good chunk of the game. But that's no biggie. I think we played well enough to at the least secure a top 4. So I guess the last thing that we really need. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Alex. I appreciate it. Let me see. I guess we can put in a crowd diver. I don't know if Lucian would be a better rapid fire than Caitlyn. I need something. Sad things that I think I have decent Akali items. I just need to hit the second one. I'll take Shojin for Sona. And Edge of Night for Kiana. Yorick was just a champion that I just had there, so I was like, who do I play here? That's a, you know, okay, yeah, I shouldn't go for this. Is this the Heartthrob guy? No, it's not. He's just hitting 5 costs almost as well as I was. I wonder if Healer Sona would be better for my team overall. Because my team doesn't really attack fast, so there's no reason for me to go for level 3 Sona if someone else has him, her. We're not going to talk about the fact that I could have just hit like the fastest level 3 Kayn in my life. Probably kind of disgusting. Okay, yeah, Healer Sona was a big help. So I would have probably lost that if I went attack speed Sona. And not her getting rage blades from the other team. Oh no, not the tankiest Caitlyn on the block. What is this? What is this? All right. That is the tankiest Caitlyn on the block. So healing Sona was helpful, but I don't think I was going to be able to get a win out of that. So it is what it is. I'll take a second place though.